Pyramids of Giza are not just some mere monuments created by our ancient ancestors, but actually are vaults of hidden knowledge that was hidden there intentionally by our very distant ancient ancestors. As we'll see in this video, the alignment and the positioning of the Pyramids of Giza is not random, and they hide not only knowledge about our planet but also the knowledge about other sacred and ancient sites throughout the entire globe. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexander, and in this episode we shall talk about the alignment and the positioning of the Giza Pyramids in accordance with other ancient monuments and ancient sites such as Baalbek or Gobekli Tepe. I've decided to create this video because recently I've published a short guide about 50 pages in length, but with plenty of illustrations, references, and very dense in volume, in the text volume. And in this book called The Giza Pyramids Alignment, I've showed graphically and also in the text the alignment of the Giza Pyramids, which is not random. And in this and in the next episode, I will show you the exact alignment of the Giza Pyramids, especially in the Great Pyramid of Giza. But in this episode, I will focus on the alignment of the Giza Pyramids with other ancient monuments, especially the Gobekli Tepe and Baalbek. And it is very interesting because, according to the mainstream archaeology, Egyptology and history, the Giza Pyramids were built in the 3rd millennium BC by three pharaohs, Khufu, Khafre and Menkaure. And here we've got some view from above which pyramid is whose. And the other sites, such as Gobekli Tepe, are not related with the Giza Pyramids because, for example, the Gobekli Tepe is in Turkey, and it was built few thousand years before the Great Pyramids, and the earliest dates are about 9600 BC. And also it is interesting because immediately or sometime after the construction of Gobekli Tepe, which is very similar to the Stonehenge because we've got also the megalithic enclosures and megalithic like circles, but there are many more, they are more ancient than Stonehenge. And it's very interesting because those megaliths were actually buried just after the creation of those monuments. So if they were buried just after that, the ancient Egyptians who built the pyramids could not know about this location, about these monuments of Gobekli Tepe. But actually, as I will show you in this video, they most probably knew. Also, when it comes to the second site of Baalbek, about which I will later mention, the Baalbek is, according to historians and archaeologists, much more recent. And in Baalbek we've got some monuments from ancient Greece, from ancient Rome, but actually, according to many researchers, the fundaments, the lowest parts of the Baalbek, the megalithic stones, are much more older, and even could be some traces of the lost ancient or prehistoric civilization. So let's start with the alignment. We've got here three pyramids of Giza: pyramid of Khufu, the Khafre, and the Menkaure. And it was actually found by Freddy Silva, author of the book The Missing Lands, which I've got here behind me. And Freddy Silva found that when we just draw a line from the corner of the smallest pyramid of Menkaure, and when it goes through the pyramid of Khufu, this line is actually going to intersect with the Gobekli Tepe, this very prehistorical, very ancient monuments of megaliths. And this line is just within 1.5 degrees of this Gobekli Tepe, which according to Silva is very small error when we get into consideration the tectonic plates and few thousand or even 10,000 of years of actually movement of those tectonic plates. So as we see, the three pyramids of Giza point to the Gobekli Tepe. When it comes to Baalbek, we have to draw a line from the middle pyramid of Khafre, also from its corner through the corner of the Great Pyramid, and according to Freddy Silva, this line would intersect with the Baalbek, and here the error is smaller, and it is 0.4%, which could not be a coincidence. And as we see, it points exactly to Baalbek, so maybe researchers who found, for example, Graham Hancock or David Hasher Childress thought that those megalithic stones from Baalbek, which weigh from few hundred to even more than 1,000 tons in weight, may be of much more ancient past. And it's interesting because, as we see, it could prove that the ancient Egyptians not only, we know that they knew about Baalbek, but they also knew about Gobekli Tepe, and also could prove that the three pyramids of Giza were built much older. As I mentioned in my other books, not only in the Giza, in those short guide which I mentioned at the beginning, but also in my book Déjà Vu has everything already been, which will be soon available in English because it is in Polish now because I'm from Poland and I'm finishing translating it. And according to many sources and many evidence, pyramids of Giza can be much older than it is thought, and it could be in accordance with this Gobekli Tepe because from the evidence that I gathered and many other researchers such as Graham Hancock gathered, the pyramids in Giza could be as old as 10,500 BC, and it could be in accordance that they were built in that remote epoch because, as we see, Gobekli Tepe is from 9,600 BC, so it is closer to this older date of the building of pyramids. It's closer to the Gobekli Tepe than the version of modern Egyptologists according to which it was built about 2,500 years BC. So as we see, not only it shows us the alignment of the Giza pyramids to Baalbek and Gobekli Tepe, but also that all of those sites may be much older, and all of those sites could be built before the last cataclysm of the last ice age by some lost civilization, about which I talk in my many other videos on this channel. So if you're interested, don't forget to check out my Amazon page when I've published recently this short guide about the placement and the alignment of the Giza pyramids. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to get informed about my other books or those short guides which I will be also publishing, and also about my other videos in which I talk about ancient mysteries, spirituality, and many other controversial topics. So that would be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and till the next video, goodbye and have a nice day.